Lesson 21. Expressing exception with إلا. In this lesson, I will be talking about the Istisna article and how it is used in Arabic. Basically, there are three core elements in Istisna sentence. 1. The Istisna article, إلا. 2. Mustasna, the noun from which exception is made. 3. Mustasna min, the accepted noun. Affirmative sentence with istisna. If the noun from which exception is made is mentioned in an affirmative sentence, then the accepted noun must be mansub. Look at this example. أتى الطلاب إلا عليا. In this example, mustasna الطلاب, the noun from which exception is made, is mentioned. This is why the accepted noun, aliyan, which is the accepted noun, is mansub. Look at the second example. ركبت كل وسائل النقل إلا طائرة. When we study the second example, we recognize that mustasna كل وسائل النقل is mentioned in the sentence. Then the accepted noun طائرة must be mansub. Let's look at the third example. نضجت الفواكه إلا البرتقالة. In this example, mustasna الفواكه is mentioned. Therefore, the accepted noun البرتقال must be mansub. Review the following two examples and try to identify mustasna and mustasna min. Let's talk about negative sentence with istisna. If mustasna, as I defined about the noun from which exception is made, is not mentioned in a negative sentence, then the accepted noun, mustasna min, must be determined strictly by context, meaning that we consider this type of sentence like a regular one. Look at this example. لم يأت إلا علي. If we study this example, we notice that mustasna is not mentioned in it. After istisna article illa, mustasna min, which is Ali, is mentioned. Ali in this sentence is the subject of the verb ya'ti. Since mustasna is not mentioned, mustasna min, Ali, must be determined by context, which is marfu here as the subject of the verb ya'ti. As a rule, istisna article illa has no grammatical effect on the accepted noun as long as the sentence is negative and mustasna is not mentioned. Let's look at the second example. لا أحب إلا نقاشا هادئا. In this example, again, mustasna is not mentioned in the sentence. After istisna article إلا, mustasna min نقاشا هادئا is mentioned. نقاشا هادئا in this sentence is the object of the verb أحب. Since mustasna is not mentioned, mustasna min نقاشا هادئا must be determined by context, which is mansub here as the object of the verb أحب. If mustasna, the noun from which exception is made, is mentioned in a negative sentence, then mustasna min, the accepted noun, can be mansub or be determined by context. Let's look at this example. لم يأتي الطلاب إلا عليا أو علي. In this example, the sentence is negative with article لم. mustasna الطلاب is mentioned. Therefore, mustasna min علي or عليا can be مرفوع as a subject of the verb يأتي or can be mansub because of the istisna article إلا. Look at the second example. لن تفتح أبواب المدرسة إلا بابا أو باب. In this example, the sentence is negative with article لن. mustasna أبواب المدرسة is mentioned. Therefore, mustasna min باب or بابا can be مرفوع as a subject of the verb تفتح or can be mansub because of the istisna article إلا. As for the third example, لا تأكل اللحوم إلا لحم الدجاج. The sentence again is negative with article لا. مستثنى اللحوم is mentioned. Therefore, مستثنى من لحم الدجاج can be mansub as an object of the verb تأكلي, or again can be mansub because of the istisna article إلا.